Man, video games are wide enough, but when you look at some of the most popular characters through the lens of mental health, bro, you start realizing these digital characters might need a couch session more than a power-up. So today, strap in because we're diving into something juicy. Which gaming characters have mental illness? And not just any characters, I'm talking about the big dogs. The ones everybody knows, the icons, the Hall of Famers. We're breaking down 5 of the most famous characters in gaming, talking about their struggles, their symptoms, and why these folks might have needed therapy way more than another boss fight. Boys and girls, hey hi, how's it going on? Welcome to another deep dive tier list, but this one's gonna get dark, funny, and maybe a little too real. And remember, this is about recognizing mental illness in the characters we've grown up with and seeing how it makes their stories even more powerful. So let's get into it. Number 1, Kratos of God of War franchise. Oh yeah, we are starting strong. The ghost of Sparta himself. On the surface, Kratos is the ultimate badass, chains, muscles, build game on point. But peel back that layer of rage and you got a man drowning in trauma, PTSD, and straight up survival's guilt. Our guy literally killed his own wife and daughter because Ares tricked him. That is not just a oops moment, that's a life shattering. And how does he deal with it? Suppression. Pure, uncut, classic Greek tragedy suppression. Every time he kills a god, every time he smashes an enemy, he's not just venting, he's self-medicating. Although with violence. But let's be real, our guy is addicted to rage the way some people are addicted to nicotine. Even in the Norse saga, you can see the PTSD creeping in. Nightmares, flashbacks, that 1,000-year servant Atreus says something that reminds him of his past. Honestly, Kratos could be the poster boy for unprocessed trauma. Diagnosis, PTSD, survival's guilt, anger management issues the size of Olympus.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No! No.
At number 2, we have AlterMode from Red Dead Redemption 2. If you played RDR2 or Red Dead Redemption 2, you already know Arthur is one of the most layered characters Rockstar ever gave us. But beneath that cowboy swagger is a man fighting not only TB, but also depression. And not the sad cowboy on a rainy day depression. We are talking the heavy stuff. Arthur knows his time is limited and that spirals him into existential dread. You can literally see his journal shift from sketches of birds and animals to darker, gloomier reflection on life and death. Arthur also shows signs of complex PTSD. He's been raised in violence, lived in a gang where death is just another Tuesday, and even seen betrayal after another betrayal. He is loyal to Dutch, but deep down knows it's all going south. That conflict eats him alive. And then, when he gets sick, his world collapses. That's depression mixed with guilt, regret, and dash of fatalism. The result? A man who feels like he's constantly drowning in his own head while trying to hold everyone else above water. Issues, complex PTSD, and existential dread.
I tried. In the end, I did. Come on. Let's go. We can make it. Come on, Dutch. Come on!
At number 3, we have Joel Miller of The Last of Us franchise. Joel is the fan favorite, no doubt, but let's be real, this man is not okay. He lost his daughter on Outbreak Day in one of the most gut-punching openings in gaming history. That trauma alone would wreck anyone. But then he spends 20 years surviving in a world where trust gets you killed and love makes you vulnerable. The walls this man built around his heart are thicker than a Ubisoft bug patch. When Joel meets Ellie, those walls start to crack. His PTSD never goes away. Every decision he makes, especially the hospital massacre, screams of a man whose trauma dedicated his morality. He is hyper-vigilant, quick to anger, and emotionally avoidant. Classic PTSD with a side of survival's guilt. And let's not forget depression. You can see it in his silence, his reluctance to connect, and the way he clings to Ellie as his last lifeline to sanity. Diagnosis: severe PTSD, depression, and unresolved grief. Joel doesn't just carry baggage, he's basically an emotional airport.
You know, Sam's the one who spotted you. You guys are taking quite a bit of water. What's wrong? Henry! Get back, hey.
You sure about that?
Stop!
Joel?
At number 4, we have Sebastian Castellone. Man, anyone who's played the Evil Within knows this dude is a badass. But somewhere along the ride, the game just goes full on bananas. Like reality stops making sense. Sebastian gets sent to this creepy asylum, right? And once they stick him with a needle, bruh, he starts seeing stuff that makes zero freaking sense. By the time you hit the sequel, my man's hanging by thread. His wife and daughter literally burned to death. And that left him straight up losing his marbles. You can pretty much say Sebastian's got trauma, PTSD, and a whole lot of can't tell what's real anymore syndrome going on.
You didn't save me!
Last but not the least, number 5, we have Max Payne from Max Payne series. You already knew Max had to be in this list. Bro is the poster child for depression and substance abuse. His wife and child are murdered, and instead of healing, he spirals into booze and painkillers. He literally narrates his own misery like a novel poet, chain-smoking metaphors and drowning in whiskey. This man is not just depressed, he's clinically depressed with a side of addiction. Max is reckless, self-destructive, and suicidal at times. His relationship with violence is like Kratos. It's his coping mechanism. But unlike Kratos, Max knows he's circling the drain. Every cutscene, every monologue is him admitting how broken he is. And yet, he keeps pushing forward. Because in his mind, revenge and punishment are the only things keeping him breathing. It's tragic, it's raw, and it's why Max Payne's story hits harder than a shotgun blast in slow-mo. Diagnosis: major depressive disorder, substance abuse, and suicidal ideation. Max Payne isn't just a name, it's a lifestyle.
I'm just gonna get settled in. Time to move on. Get on with my life. Yes, absolutely.
Alright folks, that's a wrap for today's video. So what did we learn? Kratos, man's wrestling with more harder than WWE. AlterMode, drowning in depression like it's quicksand. Joel, PTSD got him locked up tighter than Alcatraz. Sebastian doesn't even know what planet he's on. And Max Payne, dude's just lost in the sauce of addiction. These characters hit different cause they ain't just heroes. They're broken, same as us. They remind us that even in the wars of gods, cowboys, survivors, and detectives, mental health is as real as it gets. So now it's your turn. Which character's mental struggle hits home for you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Till then, peace out.